Hello everybody and welcome to Insane Just Play Civilization 5 with a community balance patch mod. We're playing on the latest version, which is the 23rd of April one. I'm pretty sure that's the one. With of course the event system in that patch, because it's a beta patch version. And I like that a lot, so I want to see more of that. We'll also be using InfoEdX again, which we had some problems with that before. But I think it should be working properly now again, and I like InfoEdX. It's really nice. So we're gonna set up a game. We're gonna do things a little bit different than I normally do, and we're playing as Denmark, which has the bonus of embark units have +1 movement, and they pay just 1 movement point to move from sea to land. I don't think it's the other way around. It's not from land to sea, but only from sea to land, which is pretty nice. And all melee units pillage without movement cost and plunder gold when they assault a city. That's really nice. So you would like to plunder and pillage away. But one of the best things I find about Denmark is the Yelling Stones. It's a replacement for the lighthouse, and above the normal ocean, food and commerce and ocean resources +1 hammer, it gives 2 culture and +15% Greek person rate growth and an instant boost of 25 culture when you build it. And whenever you defeat a unit, you get +5 production and +5 culture in the city, scaling with era. And I like that part the best, I believe, because if you have 10 cities, then you will get 50 culture and +5 production in all of those cities, and that can lead to a really nice boost. And you have the Berserker, which is a replacement of the Longswordsman, and I think the Longswordsman is generally underpowered usually. It is a nice way to use iron in the beginning of the game because you don't need to use it for your siege units yet, but it's okay. But what the Berserker has above the Longswordsman that actually makes it really useful is its +1 movement. It has a movement of 3. I believe its combat power is also a little bit higher, and it starts with Amphibious and Charge 1 promotion. Amphibious makes you get no penalty from attacking from sea or across a river, and the Charge 1 promotion, I believe, is better damage against wounded units. I believe it's about 25% extra damage or something like that. And we're gonna play on an archipelago map. I don't usually play on archipelago maps. I usually play on continents or Pangaea and stuff like that because that's what I'm used to and what I think my strategy is also really well catered to. And I want to shake things up. I want to do things different because I usually go for tradition, and then I go for aesthetics because I still want to win that tourism victory, and then I go for rationalism and pick up something in the ideologies. So I want to change things up. I think we will go for authority with this build because it looks like it's really well catered to it, especially also with the Yelling Stones. And I want to do something with a different map type as well. In Archipelago, it fits, I think. And we're going to be on a standard map size, immortal difficulty, and we're going to play on epic speed so that we have a longer period of time in which we can actually take battles and stuff like that with the same units. I think that's gonna be really great. And yeah, I'm gonna start the game, and when we are loaded in, I'll be right back with you guys. And we are back. The loading always takes a bit of time, so I decided to skip that. Let's see what we have. That's a whole lot of cocoa really directly next to me. The monopoly bonus is pretty good. And we have some citrus as well. And we're next to a lake, and I like lakes because they give quite a nice boost. Unfortunately, no river. That makes me a bit sad. But I think the rest of the stuff is pretty good. I want to start with a monument. Usually the continents and stuff, or the islands, are too small, so that building a scout is not that useful. And I want to start with a tech for granaries, because that can be really nice. My warrior can do all the scouting for now. Immediately somebody found a pantheon. I believe that means Gandhi is in the game. It's the only person I can think that would found a pantheon that soon. Or Pocatello found some goody hut immediately, which will give him some faith. Oh, some crap as well. That's pretty nice. 2 sources even. Could be a really nice city location. And that's already the end of this part of the island. Let's see what we have over there. I really... Why do we can go over the hill so easily? This is not a hill, this is grassland. This is... This looked like hills to me, and I was like, hey, go slow over it, but twice I was like, why do we go so quickly over the hills? It's because they're not hills, they're grassland. Right. Immediately Copenhagen goes to an extra population number. Really nice. Grows quickly. And that's the advantage of having these tiles. They're really good. Especially Kokwa is really nice as an opening tile. And that's the end of the island already. So yeah, indeed, it was really not useful to build a scout, I would say. I'm gonna do my due diligence and scout as much through the edge as possible. See if we can find some land on the other side already. It's probably over there. Well, there's at least some chance that there is over there, but I'm not sure. Now we're working just normal 2 food tiles because we are out of awesome tiles like this. We need to grow more. And it's gonna take a little bit before we're there. Yeah, I think I have been around every edge except for this one. Maybe I've not been on this hill either, so let's go there first. I did wish for a little bit larger island, but unfortunately couldn't get that. Now I will start put some production in a shrine, and in a couple of turns we will be able to start on a granary. Still need quite some extra gold before we can buy a worker, and I think I will buy a worker before I will build one. We did grow 2 more Kokwa, which is really nice, and that's pretty much it. You can go back into the city. Yeah, that's a shame, because I don't think barbarian villages will be able to spawn here either, because it's a little bit too small. But this is a pretty nice location for a new city. Get the Ethel and 2 sources of crap. There is pottery. We could also go for a quick settler already. That means we will put 1 turn production in granary at least. And the next stack. Well, we do need to know how to chop down a forest, because otherwise we won't be able to reach our resources over there. So mining maybe? We could also build the well then, because we don't have a river next to the city. Yeah, let's go with that. And let's make an event choice. A comet has appeared in the night sky. Some believe it to be a miracle, others an ill omen. Your advisors are sure and look to you for guidance. Well, this is a good omen. It's the only thing that's available to us, and we gain some golden age points. Now that the city has grown up to be an extra large city, might as well try to push out a settler. Is it wise though? I think a granary is better. Grow a little bit faster. Our production is quite low still, but our food output is really great. Made up a policy, and I want to go for authority, even though there are not many places to fight at the moment, but maybe soon. There's a chance that there will be some spawning over there, though it's not that high of a chance. We need to get some fishing going so we can actually embark our units. So that's probably the next thing I will go after. And the granary is really good because it gets that 15% food storage after a citizen is born. That's why the sooner you get it, the better it is. And it of course brings its own food as well to the table. It doesn't unfortunately give extra food for citrus or cocoa or such, but I know there are later buildings who do. A garden, for example, improves cocoa as well. Now what do we want to build next? We should buy the worker, I would say. We can build a shrine, but we might as well build a Stonehenge, or try to build it. Usually people don't go after it so often, and it will give us a free council as well, which will give us extra science. And I like science a lot. And we're not that bad with industrious. Not that great either, but it's not that bad. Scrosland has access to fresh water, which is nice. Pantheon has been founded. Yeah, it's a bit not much to do. Things are progressing slowly. I was surprised our production was actually as high as it was, because, well, there's not much that gives us production over here. Alright, we found 2 sources of stone, which is going to make things a lot better for us. And I think we should focus towards fishing, which means trapping and then fishing. So we can send our warrior out. I think it's too fast to go for bronze working immediately to chop down our stuff. Especially because we will need a calendar which goes through the wheel, and fishing itself would be quite useful. Hooray, more production for us. At least you should be working that tile. Come on, Copenhagen. It's strictly better than the water tile in pretty much every conceivable way. Make an event choice. Monuments represent the most important symbol to our culture. Your people seek to celebrate this by dedicating city's monument to either ancestors or to their gods. How do you feel about this? Choose from the following options. We can gain extra culture from the monument or some extra gold. And I think the culture will be the best option for us. Make the monument do what a monument does best. Copenhagen demands silver. Well, we can demand stuff, but it doesn't mean you will get it. It will take quite a long time before our borders will grow, actually. Again. But we're a size 6 city already, and it's pretty nice. I really hope that we can actually finish Stonehenge, because we put so much production in it already. And if we don't, then we're gonna have a problem. Afterwards we can start building a settler, I think. We can adopt a new policy, so we can go for a tribute, which gives us bonuses when our borders expand, or dominance, which leads to discipline as well. And I like dominance better, even though we can't really do that much yet of fighting. But once we can, we immediately will send out our warrior to do as much damage to barbarians as we can. 'Cause that's what he is good at, dealing damage. Yeah, you literally have nothing to build right now, because we can't build quarries yet, neither soon. So yeah, let's just wait for a bit. We did finish Stonehenge. People really don't go after it fast, it seems. Which means we can get a Pantheon. Now, what Pantheon do we want? We can get something with plantations. Let's first see which ones are already out. Goddess of the Sea, it's a shame. Desert, All Creation, and Earth Mother. So, unfortunately the one with the sea is gone, because I would have liked that. It would be thematically really nice. Fade and culture from plantations. Well, we're not gonna have plantations anytime soon. So maybe we just go for wisdom for extra science, because extra science is always a good thing. And we do have the free council now, which is really nice. And in 5 turns, the city will grow. So we can build a well in the meantime. I will buy the well. And then when that is done, we will switch over to a settler. And with buying, it's just investing in it. We didn't find any new sources of truffles or something like that. Bison or deer, I mean. Truffles is a luxury resource. Fortunately, we don't have access to that. And I hope we will find some fish as well. And even when our borders expand now, we won't be able to do much with it. We do get signs when a citizen is grown. That's really nice. Ah, right, it's because of the council. It's a really nice building. And then let's build a settler. Probably settle him over here. 1, 2, 3, that's in range. Make another event choice. A group of nomadic people have appeared at our borders and petitioned for the right to settle in your territory. They seem friendly and willing to negotiate in order to gain what they desire. How do you respond? We give them land for border growth. It's maybe not that bad this time actually. How much culture do we need for border growth? It doesn't list it. We gain 4 per turn. Oh, actually it lists here. Alright, so we would gain at least 1 border pop, maybe 2. Drive them out, receive gold, and there's a chance that 2 barbarian units will spawn. Barbarian units will give us some science and culture and stuff like that. A free military unit, or integrate them into the city for a free citizen. I would say integrating them is by far the best option. Yeah, let's continue. Another citizen is born, means we get some free science. Yeah, maybe barbarian units would be good because we get some culture out of it as well, but I think this was the best option. Some science and a free citizen. Unfortunately, he is not being the most productive guy ever, but we are pretty much working all the tiles we have access to. That's so strange. But luckily we don't have to be doing unemployed with him, because that would be even worse. Settle over there. Send a worker after it as well. This is grassland, I should remember that. And then I would say let's start with a shrine. Or let's continue with the shrine, because we already put some production in it. You go there and just wait your turn. And I hope that the graphics do update once I place a farm on it. Settle over there, can start working the crap from the first day. And I would say let's continue with building a monument, because we got some free production out of it since this was a forest tile. Alright, things are going faster, and I will pop a scout out right now so that once we have fishing, he can embark and scout ahead for us already. The same thing we will do with our warrior, and I think I will scout this way first. So next turn he will be able to embark. Fishing is done, found some fish all around, and it will be time for us to build some fishing boats with that as well. Next up I will go for bronze working, so we can chop down the forests over here, and when we go for calendar we will be able to finally work those tiles. That's unfortunate. Some more over here. Fortunately that fish is out of range from Aarhus. Small island. I'm gonna automate this scout, and a meteor has landed. With a bright flash flight and a huge crash, a meteor has landed near one of our cities. Your officials collected a meteorite and brought it to the capital for study. What should I do with it? We can only choose to put it next to my throne because we don't have a shrine. We do have a shrine. I wonder what the requirements for these are. But put it next to my throne. Get some extra culture out of that. And build some workboats now. You need a workboat, you need a workboat. I think soon enough more people will require workboats. It's only one island, unfortunately. But I see some land already popping up. Over here and over here. It's also a small island, unfortunately. Right, so you have nothing to do again. We've improved pretty much all the tiles there are. I would like Copenhagen to get the first one, and then Aarhus. Actually, you need 2 workboats because you already also have the fish. Let's go for Granary next. Somebody went into the classical age already. And we found Budapest. This looks like a larger piece of a continent. Curious who will be over here. It's Austria. Let's move over there. Ooh, a sudden drop in average temperature can only mean one thing, a small ice age. How should we prepare? Less gold or less production? I'm gonna go for less production because, well, the gold situation is not that strong yet, so we would like some extra, as much of that as possible for now. Let's go over there. How many cities do you have? 3. Technologically, you're a bit ahead of me. Wait, what? Territorial dispute strain our relationship? Have you seen how far we are apart from each other? Right, of course, Austria. If you say so. Let's see what else we have. It's more Austrian territory. Work that crab tile, which becomes quite nice now. 4 food. Just wait until we have our yelling stones. Things will become even better. Valletta has been found, and I would go with discipline, which means we would like a military unit in Aarhus as well, and in Copenhagen. Embark a bit more again. What do we want though? Go for a warrior, because we can upgrade into a spearman later. Oh, nice. Event in ours, great harvest. Farmers in the city have reported an excellent harvest this season. Plus 75 food. Let's explore away with you. Get that fish hooked up. You won't be able to take advantage of that guy, unfortunately. Yeah, if we were one further over here to the side, we would have been able to take that fish as well, but unfortunately we didn't know that yet. Jump off. Unfortunately this is not connected either. Copenhagen gets a great harvest. That's really nice. It means Copenhagen has grown. And I think we should go towards calendar. You can go there. Ooh, we have some iron here as well. It's always good to find some iron. We will be able to take advantage of that source of iron as well. That's a shame. And we're now building a spearman instead of a warrior because he got upgraded. He became obsolete. Start chopping down some forest. Pre-chopping the forest so that we can build as fast as possible the plantations when we have the technology for that. Let's move over here, and I think we go over here on land and then drop out on the sea again. Over here. Spearman is done. Alright, and then Shall we get the statue of Zeus? We can try. And over here we can almost buy an archer. So maybe we should wait for that. Get some extra hammers out of the chopping of the forest and such. We found some ruins. I'm really surprised that that wasn't picked off by Austria already. The borders have grown to the iron. I think the iron is more important than chopping down that forest right now. Oh, we got some extra population from that. And I see one barbarian unit. Let's try to kill that. Got some production supply to one of my cities, which was Aarhus in this case. And let's do some damage on that archer. Mind is up. It's not looking good for us. Let's run away. Heal up and come back later. Let's get the well. Well. Most prosperous civilizations. We're doing well. There is one guy with 28 apparently, which is insane, but get that. That gives us animal husbandry, really nice. And there has been some cattle close by. Oh, in 2 places. Yeah, so our little guy is gonna be busy. Temple of Artemis has been built far away. You need to get out of there like yesterday. It's a 6 stack of iron as well. Really nice. Make an event choice. The same thing goes for Aarhus as for Copenhagen. We want the population because that's probably the most valuable thing listed over there. And you should go over here and discover more over there. Pyramids have been built in a faraway land. It happens. It's all things we're not going for anyway. Copenhagen grew to the size 11, not 16. That's a bit too much, 16. Yeah, and in 13 turns we can start building some plantations here. Another event choice. People were surprised to witness an eclipse today. What does it mean? I'm not sure. We gain 100 golden age points. There's a small chance that we lose some, but it's only a small chance. So yeah, we didn't lose some, and we gained actually some golden age points. Really nice. Alright, I need to be smart about this. I say we go here. We can lay connection now between the cities, apparently, because we have the wheel. Alright, we did get a wheel, because it was a prerequisite for calendar. So let's start, then go over here, and then go back over there. And you can auto-explore. So we won't be hit by this hand axeman, and we should be able to kill this bowman now. I want to give you the shock for promotion, because that means you will be extra strong against fortified units in barbarian encampments. 2 farms pillaged near Copenhagen. That's sad. But we got some culture and some science from that kill. And we got the statue of Zeus, which is pretty good since we want to be aggressive against cities and stuff like that. But we also get a free forge, which is science, and we get some extra production out of that iron and some gold as well. Fortunately, we don't have any copper close by, because that would make things even better. Let's actually build another spearman, so we can put that in Aarhus. We need to think where we want to settle, because right now I haven't found a real ideal location of that yet. Some trailblazers, keep exploring. I think building the road is more important than building the plantation. We don't really have the money for getting another worker either. and build a council. And apparently Austria is now exotic to us because they have some... Oh, maybe they went tradition. Yeah, they went tradition. That explains why. They probably got a great worker, a great writer from that quite soon. Finish calendar, finish the barbarian encampment, and we finish the spearman. And I would say maybe let's go for another worker or settler. Let's go for a settler. I want some sailing. We need to go for sailing. We've been probably postponing that for quite too much already. And Austria is no longer exotic to us. Settle in that city, and they're back again, exotic to us. Make up your mind, buddy. Couple more turns, and then we have at least a city connection. Maybe we want to go after Austria. See if we can get some damage done to them. Yeah. So I think that settling over here might be the best bet, so that we can get these two cocoa sources actually, and that would bring us to a monopoly because cocoa has 9 sources in the world. That's not the worst place ever. It's not a good one. It's not the worst place ever. Let's build some spearmen. And let's get tribute. We don't need another settler. Once we get the authority, not finisher, but once we get this one, Imperium, we get a free settler pretty much. Keep on scouting with him. In Aarhus, what would we want to do with a monument? I would say keep it dedicated to culture. You're advised of a distant virulent disease that is crippling other empires. Hopefully the disease stays away from our cities. I really would hope so. I don't want a disease in my cities. And after the council, let's go for the shrine. The fact that we have to settle on top of the banana doesn't make me that happy though. Doesn't look like we can do much about it. We should have a city connection now. Excellent. So let's plantation that up. Where would we go now? Where's our scout actually? Where is our scout actually? Oh, he's over here. Let's see if we can find something interesting over there. Nah. Let's go around. Don't want to declare war yet. Maybe sooner rather than later, but not yet at least. Spearman can go over there. And worker, maybe. Yeah, worker, maybe. Would also suggest here, but that's way too far away from me now. I really don't like this position, but I want those two cocoa sources, so sure. If I settle here, I don't get the other one, no, so I have to settle on the bananas. Well, at least we will get the cocoa from it. Guess that's important. Petra has been built. I assume actually that Austria might have built it. Yeah, she did. You can see because this desert tile now gets a gold. Maybe I should send you back to our borders actually. Get you a nice promotion. So you can become a spearman. And once we get sailing, we can build a lot of boats and maybe go after Austria. I don't think that's a bad idea actually. Start with grass. It is a long way though. But yeah, start with Graz, get Vienna eventually, because that looks like a really nice city. You should probably rebuild those things and build a market for me. And I would like you to build a market as well. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode, I hope we will get sailing. And maybe we will actually build this as well, if we can get enough culture for it before somebody else builds it. It's gonna be really useful in pretty much the whole campaign if we have it. And yeah, we'll see. But that's all gonna be in the next episode. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.